Hi, it's bike time. I've got to replace the tyres on my Trek here because not that great for the wet, which is very wet at the moment. Not that terrific. The rear ones are even worse, worse condition. I don't know if I can show you that. Check that out. Not great at all. So going to have to replace these suckers. So I've got Bontragas on there at the moment, if that's how you pronounce them. I'm going to replace them with, wow, look at this. Look at this. Pirellis. Pirellis. Yes, these are the Urban DT one. So these are actually wider. These are 40mm jobbies, so 700 40C. These are 32s. So I think I've measured it right, and I think the 40s will actually fit in here. And also, just to make sure, I've also got new Pirelli tubes as well. Prester valve, of course, 40mm stem for those playing along at home. These will do 32 to 40 mil diameter, because I'm not sure what tubes are in this one. So there's nothing wrong with them, but I thought I'd put in tubes that are actually designed for the 40s. So yeah, let's do it. So unfortunately I don't have my stand here, my bike stand here, which is annoying. It's at home. So yeah, anyway, so I'll open up the brakes there, and we'll release the quick release on here, and that should pop out of there. There we go. Bob's your uncle, and ta-da, there you go. So yeah, these are, what are they? They're all-weather race 700 by 32s, hard case, triple flat protection, fantastic. But yeah, the front one's in a bit better condition, but the rear one is like completely gonski. So let's get the air out of this. And there she goes. Now, going to actually need the tyre lever here. Do we need more than one tyre lever? There we go. That's out. No worries. I should be able to get the rest of that now. Yep, no problem. Spin that off the valve, and we'll keep that. Ta-da! And there we go. Let's get the tube out. Still good. Never had a puncture on this. This is, I didn't buy this. It's not original, it's a second-hand bike. Yeah, there are 2832s. So lucky I did buy the bigger tube in that. And yeah, I want the bigger tyre, because I'm not after like the ultimate speed on this thing. I go fast enough down hills. I live in the hills district, so I build up more than enough speed as it is. So, but it's, there we go, look at that. That's my rim. It's a Bontraga Nebula rim. Doesn't weigh much. Made in China. Series 6000. So that's pretty lightweight. I think the new tyre weighs more than the rim does, actually. Let's actually weigh that. What's it? I mean, I can get the specs for that. That's about 880 grams or thereabouts for the tyre, because like it's a big, thick, and it's got triple protection, and also, oh no, 1.02. Oh, there you go. So the rim does actually weigh more. Yeah. Anyway, go figure. So yeah, this has like hard case, like, you know, extra hard protection in there. It's got like a big, huge puncher layer or something like that, and it's an all-weather tyre. It's designed for bikes and e-bikes and things. It's got a reflective strip on it. Look at that, because I do ride at night, especially coming into winter time. So yeah, I'm just after something that gives me a bit wider and better grip than the current ones. Ah, there you go. We did actually get the nut on there. Nice. Okay, got a new cap as well. No wuckers. I assume that the rim can take my 40. That's the plan. As inside the rim, for those playing along at home, does have a protective strip over so that the spokes can't do any damage there. Pretty loosey-goosey, aren't they? Look at that. There's plenty of slack in that. Now, sometimes you've got directionality on your tread, of course, but in this usually signified by an arrow on the tyre. Yeah, hopefully you can see that. Tells you rotation in that direction. And that was fairly obvious from the tread pointing in that direction too. So even if it didn't have that marker, you still could have easily figured that out. So let's get one side on, shall we? There we go. Now normally I'd inflate this a little bit, just a tiny bit, so it forms a shape. But anyway, I don't have my pump right to hand now, so I'll have to do this flat. It just means that it doesn't like twist when you put it in. So anyway, so I have to be so extra careful doing this, but she'll be right, no worries. It's actually not too bad. I'm not getting that twisted at all, but it is a bit easier if it's formed, that's all. But no, my spidey sense on that is good. Put that back in. There you go. And we're in like Flynn, and that has not buckled that at all. Put that back on, pull it all the way through. That should be good. Okay, I'm going to put that back on and see if she fits. I'm going to have to squeeze it up through the brakes. The brakes don't come apart any... there we go, there we go. All right, yeah, that tyre seems to fit. When it'll inflate, it'll make it a bit long, it'll make it higher. No worries. Yeah, it's hard to see it at the moment when it's not inflated, but we'll inflate that. And I think she's good to go. Be very glad this isn't smell-o-vision. I just got back from the gym. I had to go out. So now we want to go around, just go around the whole wheel and just check that, it's easier if I had it upside down, that the tube is not caught between the tyre and the rim there when you inflate the thing. So I've already done that. It's a Bobby Dazzler. So let's pump it up, shall we? Where's the valve? There we go. All right, this can go to 74 PSI, I think is the maximum on this. So there we go. Can't hear anything. She's inflating nicely. Nowhere near it yet. Okay, so I'm going to inflate that to 70. Tighten it back up. Oh, there's a slight graze on the rim there. It's slightly misaligned. I just have to readjust. It is trickier with the wider tyre. Got to get the tongue at the right angle. That, like I bought one. Just enough room in there for the 40mm tyre. Tighten the brakes back up. Could probably do with some new brake shoes on that. Good to go. Easy. All right, now the rear tyre. First thing we're going to do is get the chain towards the smallest cog down here. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit difficult to get off. We'll spin that. Got it down. Yep, no worries. Brakes again. Yeah, I know. Should upgrade to those newfangled disc things. But, oh well, calipers. Good enough for Australia. Excuse me. Oh wow, I'm right down on those brake pads. Almost on metal. Okay, let's undo the quick release. Lift it out. And over like that. Bob's your uncle. No wuckers. Grease on the carpet. She'll be right as long as I don't... Exactly the same as before, except you only get one shot of getting the tyre in the right direction here, because obviously you can't just swap it around like that if you get the tyre on the wrong direction. There we go. Too easy. Get the lock nut off and we'll get the tube out of there. There you go. No wuckers. Ah, it's had a patch. There you go. Someone's had a patchy patch on that. I don't think that was me. I don't recall doing it. Now get the tyre on the correct direction. That way. Yep, no wuckers. Yep, it's over. So I've just inflated it a little bit to help us get her around in there. And it just sits a bit better if you've got a bit of air in it. Yeah. Give it a bit of shake, rattle and roll. And once again, and as you go around, make sure it's not stuck between the tyre and the rim. Otherwise, you're going to come a gutser. And the last little bit over here, you can use a tyre lever. Just be very careful that you don't get it pinched on the tube. There we go. Give that the once over. And yeah, I think she's good to put back on. Through the brakes is the hard part. There we go. Need to make sure the chain's in there. Tongue at the right angle again. Yeah, that's good. It's got to get the chain back on. She's spinning. Looks reasonably well balanced. Locking nut back on. Tighten that up later. And that looks good. Give that a spin. Not in the correct gear yet. Sweet. That looks centered and balanced. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Brakes back. And I definitely have to fix those up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, shocking. Don't tell Mrs. EEV blog I got dodgy brakes. Done. And there you have it. My Trek has two brand new 700 by 40 millimeter Pirelli Angel DT Urban tyres. They look pretty slick. So, well, no, actually, they've got all-weather grip on them and all sorts of puncture resistance and everything else for going over some of the more rougher stuff around here. You know, it's not designed for trail. We can get a totally different tyre for that, but this is good for urban riding. Anyway, thoughts and comments down below. Catch you next time.